Growing up, most of my memories consist of being in the basement, doing some sort of entertainment. You know, Riker's like, let's all do this or let's all do that.
Ever since I can remember, I have performed in the basement and tried to get the other guys to put on shows with me.
Growing up with Riker being so enthusiastic about everything was really awesome. It kind of made us almost be more calm, you know what I mean? Because he was just like this bright light of excitement.
I was always the kid that didn't want to do any of this. Like Riker always had us in the basement, like doing, you know, Grease and Michael Jackson, and I would just kind of follow him.
I basically wanted to be Elvis.
When I look back and watch old videos, I'm like, dang, we're so cute. And we're all following Riker.
Well, what's funny about me that most people don't know is I actually wouldn't get on stage when I was younger. I was terrified of it. For some odd reason, I don't know why, but I always had to be bribed. They'd be like, oh, we'll get you an Xbox, or we'll buy you this book, or something about airplanes, or anything like that, and that would get me to perform.
One way or another, I was gonna move out to LA when I was 18 because I knew I wanted to do something in entertainment, to perform or something. And my mom was like, well, let's just all move together. So the whole family packs up. My dad moves his business out to LA. We all move.
When we moved out here, I was a wreck. I did not want to move.
Right now, where are we right now?
In the car. I was only 14, and I just remember crying a lot.
It was really tough because, you know, for the first 6 months, we were in this tiny, tiny little apartment in Culver City. There was 2 bedrooms for 6 of us.
When we moved to LA is when I kind of took it upon myself and was like, yo, I want to play guitar and make music.
Go like this, go like this.
Like once I finally could play the riff, it was like, okay, this is something cool.
Listen, can you do something about that over there, please?
Yeah, no problem. I'll get right on it.
All right.
Yo, dude, Rocky. Yo, you gotta, Rocky. Dude, seriously, wait, hold on. Just stop for a second. Stop. Dude, just. They're trying to watch TV and stuff, so we're gonna have to stop for now.
I'm into this. It's something I want to do, and I kept doing it and learning more songs, and I got better, and that's like when Riker and Ross joined in.
See, he's got a dragon.
Let me see.
Let me see.
Woo!
Pretty tight.
So cool.
Let me see, Ross.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
You got it tuned.
Yeah, it needs tuning.
I remember being with an acoustic guitar way before I could play it. I was probably like 10. I remember being in the basement, and I acted like I was filming a music video with the guitar. And then as I got older and I started to play, and all I could play was like Smoke on the Water, I would jam to that for like at least 10 minutes without stopping, just like bum, bum, bum. And once I figured out how to play like one song, then from there it kind of took off.
When I first kind of showed Ross and Riker, like, yo, let's play some music, I didn't really want to show Ross what I knew, because I was like, yo, this is kind of my thing.
He always wanted to be better than me, and he would always turn the neck of the guitar so I couldn't see.
If I learned a new song, I'd be like, I would play it, but I wouldn't let him see what I was playing. It was like, I'm a guitar player, man.
Little did he know he was actually helping me out, because he trained my ear in a guitar sense. Like, he would play a riff, and then I'd be like, I'd have to figure it out.
And then slowly, I understood, like, okay, there can be 2 guitars in the band, we can play different things, and it all worked out in the end.
So we're out in LA, and we're going out on auditions and, you know, trying that whole thing, and at the same time just starting to learn instruments. We're also going to a performing arts studio, doing dance classes and acting classes there, and we meet Ellington Ratliff.
Well, let's just talk about you right here. That's your signature face, like for dances, ending poses.
I don't know why.
A
It's
creeper
the worst
serial
face
killer
ever.
face.
But I think we should also talk about Riker.
Yeah.
Riker's the
just-
winning. Riker's the winning.
He would be perfect, like smiling and stuff.
Okay, I was sitting here. We just did a hip hop dance, right?
Okay.
And I was sitting here.
Or like for groups,
for
you did
groups.
groups.
Yeah, I was sitting here like this, and Ross started dancing right about where you are, and he was like, I was like, who I was like, who is this kid?
Yeah, the fact that we met in a dance studio is unusual when you look at us now. I've been dancing since I was young, so I was cool with it, but I also liked, you know, music and acting and things like that.
And he's like, yeah, I play drums. And we were like, you should just come jam with us. Like, I had literally been playing bass for 2 days. And he comes over, I can barely play. I know like 3 songs. We just told him what songs we wanted to play.
This is gonna be a good one.
R5 really formed when Ratliff came over for a jam session. That was the big defining moment. I wasn't even involved, actually. It was Ratliff, Rocky, and Riker, and they were playing Iron Man by Black Sabbath.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I mean, the very second we hit the first note, it was like, I had the craziest, biggest smile on my face.
I just remember them sounding like whatever, but they were having so much fun. And I just wanted to be a part of everything. I just wanted to like be with my brothers and play songs. I just thought it was so much fun.
The feeling that I had right in that moment was just like, this is it. It was like, this is exactly what I want to do for the rest of my life.